Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Thanks a lot for joining us. We're here, we're live. The Europa League and the Europa Conference League is still rumbling on. It's a Thursday night and we are here for our second member stream of the week, and we will be doing nothing but all about the lineup builder and the lineup building. Quinny, thanks a lot for joining us here for a wee bit of FC BarcaLomond members action. Let me just fix my camera, sorry, it's a wee bit ski whiff there. And I'm still in my Celtic gear. We just came straight over from the Celts are here. Sorare Celtic Supporters Club live stream with me and McBride. If you haven't caught that, I know there's no SO5 action for Celtic this weekend, but it's the place to go if you're looking to catch the thoughts and feelings of me and McBride on all things Celtic, Sorare related and otherwise. And yeah, ready to go, locked and loaded, rocking and rolling into a big weekend of European football after all the midweek stuff we've had. The dust settles down from there. And with, you know, the special weeklies that are going on and all the other competitions, collection events, and all the rest of it, the European nights hasn't really worked out yet for FC BarcaLomond. Sadly, McGinn coming off in the 80th minute, having done the square root of nothing. Diaby charges on, I think, and Quattro has come on for extra time, so maybe the captain can steamroll us in the back end or something, maybe with an absolute Hail Mary. But otherwise, absolutely nothing going on for me this midweek. Maybe Wirtz kicking off can maybe, what's the target, 270? I think he's got a long way to go, but maybe he can get us there. I'm not too sure it's even possible now, but a 77 and a 60 for the three-man lineup. It's on track to do as well as it should have anyway. But I've been tossing and turning. I've been drafting and deleting lineups constantly, consistently throughout the day, every sort of 20, 30 minutes or so. Getting ahead of this weekend is going to be very difficult in terms of prioritization of really like teams and all the rest of it. Like Super Rares, I'm kind of, you know, they kind of do themselves. We're kind of come on to this little preamble section. I'm just going to be freewheeling what I'm at with my lineups, and we'll explain to anyone who doesn't know what's going on. You probably all know what's going on, and then we'll get into it once we do that, okay? But I'm kind of taking a bit of heed from Stish after we did the End Product podcast earlier today. That's live on the channel as well. If any of you want to catch it, it'll be out on Spotify and later tonight. The audio file should be ready to be rendered and uploaded and all that good stuff to Spotify, Apple, and all the other places you catch your podcasts. But with cash, it's just about getting into places because numero uno is very unlikely, you know. Now, obviously, it can happen, and when it does happen, it's going to be a bit of Schadenfreude where it's like, damn it, I should have went and played in D2 rather than D3 at this level, or whatever it may be for you, with the limited rares, super rares, whatever it is you're kicking about with. So I thought, yeah, do you know what? I'm going to go for it in this weekend. I'm going to live the end product suggestion from Stish, which is go as low division as possible for cash and as high as possible with cards. Now, I was always going to be going as high as possible with cards because Girona have one of the best fixtures of the weekend. And we kind of know some of the key players, some of the key movers and shakers that will be in that match. And this team here that I named the Street Team has got promoted to Division 1 after being in Division 2. Now, did we start off with 2 division teams? Because we have another team that was called the Card Winner, which was meant to be, oh no, yeah, I'm pretty sure this must have been D3 originally, by the way. It doesn't quite show us that here in this history. But I'm sure this must have been D3 originally, because the Card Winner was the ranked team. Or maybe this was D1 originally. Did they get relegated? Oh yeah, it did. That's what happened. So the number 1 team has been relegated and has been marooned in Division 2. The Card Winners, and they're not even going to be listing a team. But the Street Team, the team that I'm trying to pick with that fun vibes of, yeah, imagine the defender scores. Go double striker with this one, you know, that lineup has got its way into Division 1. And hey, with Yangel and Aliesh in midfield, I can count on a couple of 60s there. Kuto should have a clear way through to starting this one. He's in good form. I've boosted the face off him. He's at level 20 now with that juicy Girona XP bonus. It's just a wee bit of a differential for me, hopefully, in this Division 1 setting. Yusuf Nesiri, Lucas Skorupski. We know they're AA monsters. We just need to get a wee decisive or 2 across them, and, you know, maybe we can get in amongst some fun cards. So that's kind of where I'm at. Otherwise, we're rare. The only thing that kind of picks itself, and I think is an easy decision, with goalkeepers with no Celtic, yada yada, is play under 23 and play under 23 with this team. Tani, the only keeper I have available. Pacheco, I've got on I think he's pretty much definitely going to start. So I'll just double check that way. Wee bit of play sharper just at this late hour. Don't forget to catch the deadline show, guys. I'll be booking that stream after we finish up tonight. But I think Pacheco, who I picked up for £6, yeah, 80% on his start. I'm a huge fan of this guy. I think he's going to be... Lenormand gets a lot of praise, but I think Pacheco's the real deal. I think this is the guy to watch out for. So anyway, he's in 8%. Oh, you love to see it. Santi Rod on 14.5. Captain Wirtz, we'll see how tonight shakes out, obviously. And Abada is on to start for Charlotte at home in Minnesota. So maybe we need to do something with Wirtz. Who are the best options we have? Frimpong, it's against Dortmund. Maybe that's not so good for him. Sands, still under 23, I hear you say. I am also in shock. And wee Jimmy, since he left the dark side, he's seen the light and left the dark side of the force, returned and back to NYC, where he is at his best. He's been getting actually kind of good again, you know, in a weird way. Wouldn't really help you win a division, but if the rest of the cards pop, he'll make sure you get something. It's kind of where he's at. Maybe Thiago Andrade in China could be a wild card. He's not really happened yet, but AA can be there. Ferran's in El Clasico. Moussa Diaby's playing right now. Nobody else really jumps out. So I think, like, hopefully Wirtz comes through the night unscathed. Hopefully Leverkusen qualify with ease and they can get subbed off at halftime or something. That'd be great for me in the weekend. And that kind of picks itself. And again, those individual cards, you know, how good is Abada, Pacheco, Santi Rod outside of this division? Definitely not as good. So I think this team falls into place, hopefully, if Wirtz can play against Dortmund, because that will, I know they've won the title, right? But going away to Dortmund, that could be a special game. Very special game. And we've not picked any cap modes. So with the cap modes, you know, of course, it's always 240s where we start. Now, I've not picked any All-Star for Rare or for Super Rare or Infinite at this point, and I think that's the way I'm going to maintain it, because in terms of how Sorare have split the competition, like, I do feel pressure to pull cash now that the threshold has been kind of lessened and nerfed and, you know, all the stuff has happened to it. So this is getting picked third for Super Rare, but I have got a lot of quality and a lot of options this week. I'm not stuck for choice. And I don't think it really diminishes my chance of the low threshold. The question is, we scooped mid-threshold last week. Sorry, I heard something outside there, freaked me out. And the week before that, we picked low threshold. And before that, we went a huge Baron spell. So we've picked up low and mid in kind of back-to-back weekends. I want to go for 3 in a row. Don't mind if it's low again, because I think then the average over the last 2 months, catching that mid, pays for about 5 weeks of misses. So if I could get another low, I would consider that a W. Because Soria is playing Real Sociedad, who I've got a full team up, you know, and I think Sociedad could do very well in this game. Soria will be busy. The worry is conceding 3. If he concedes 3, we're probably going to end up with a crap score. But if he can keep it to 2 or under, you know, 36 to 55 is what we're looking at. And for 240, that's just what the goalkeepers, as long as they don't bring in a 0 or a 10 or a 17, you can kind of live with it in that regard. We don't want to see no game this week, of course. And yeah, like I say, there's a lot of guys here that will be starting. David Lopez, Christopher Ayer, Angelino, 3 really good choices there, all very cheap and affordable. And yeah, I don't know. I think David Lopez is quite solid for a 60. Angelino is more than expected to come back in after Spinazzola playing tonight. And Christopher Ayer's back in on the projections after his little injury. Gave him the random DNP last week, and they're away to Luton, which could be a fantastic AA game for somebody like Ayer. Lots of big balls, interceptions, clearances. He could actually ball out in a game like this. David Lopez, let's say, at home for Girona, you kind of know, even without decisives, like high 50s to 60. That's pretty nailed. That feels quite good for low targets, certainly. But between Ayer and Angelino, I think there's a potential for one of them to be capable of propelling a team perhaps into mid-range, you know. Angelino against Lazio, 70 without a decisive, you know. Is he getting set pieces here? 3 balls into the box, 7 points on passing, 21 points on defending, the clean sheet and a double-double. 1 tackle, 1, so he's picked up 2 interceptions and 2 positive duels in. It must be, yeah. So that's pretty good going, man. And still, attempted assist is there, 7 points for passing as well. So a couple of balls into the box and stuff like that. So I think Angelino with the set piece element is a great wild card. But Ayer could just have one of those games, you know, where he just blew up, you know. And it's easy peasy. And it's like, oh, he was playing Luton. Of course he was going to do that. Why didn't I play Ayer? But I'm leaning towards Angelino. Super cheap as well. It means then we can kind of buff out midfield. I feel a lot better playing McGinn here now that he only played 80 minutes tonight. And if Villa do go on to qualify, last I checked, it was still an extra time level pegging. But, feel good factor will definitely be at Villa Park to welcome Bournemouth at the weekend. And yeah, I think it's still level pegging. There's not been any goals in extra time. Oh, Yazici got the opener. I hadn't noticed that. So yeah, we'll see how that shakes out. For better or for worse anyway. I'm glad McGinn gets subbed off. He's not playing the whole game. Cunha back in town playing Arsenal, and I've not got enough out of my Cunha this year. No two ways about it. But I think part of that is earlier this season, it's just like, oh yeah, he's not going to score that good against like the bigger teams, but he just kept doing it, So there's Palace, City 72, Newcastle 60, Tottenham 69, Arsenal last time 60. You just think, and then you think, yes, a flash in the pan. Nottingham Forest 83. So I've always underestimated Cunha this season. Chelsea 100, Man United 71. He feels like a big game player, Cunha. We've got Tate on to play as well. Very low cost away to Genoa. Could be a good game for him. Jordan Larson is maybe on to play as well, according to Sorare data predicted lineups. Feel free to tell me what you think about Jordan, if he's going to be playing or not, because an L15, a 30 at home at Silkeborg. Could it be the return of the Prince? Could the Prince return? So, interesting options. Wolves at home makes this a bit more viable for me because he is an AA monster and he just needs one decisive. Even if Arsenal won 4-1, Cunha could come out of this with 74 points. And Castellanos, everything happened last week perfectly, except for him getting a decisive. He was so reminding me of watching Timo Werner. He gets a lot of pre-assist joy, like he gives it to the guy that makes the assist, or the guy that has the assist has some space because of a run he's made and maybe should play Tate, but he either shoots or he makes an assist or something, he passes to someone else or whatever. So 4-1, Tudor ball is in town. They're playing Genoa. Where are Genoa in the league precisely? I know they're not doing great, but they do have some players that are rated and often linked to transfers. I don't think they're absolute no-hopers. Retigui, who's up front for Genoa, has been linked to Lazio this week, I've seen, but where are they? Genoa 12th at the moment in the form table. Let's have a wee peek. Last 5, Genoa, not quite as bad as Salernitana. Where are Genoa? I'm losing my mind here. 11th. 1 win in the last 5, 3 draws, 6 goals scored and conceded. The last 10, does that paint any sort of picture? Yeah, really struggling to get victories, Genoa, in the last 10 especially. So I don't think there's any increase in recent form or whatever. It's definitely going to favour Lazio, if anything. And where's Genoa here? Yeah, 4 wins in the last 15. They've really struggled to get wins over that whole period there. So that's actually a pretty good fixture. And Castellanos, I'm sure, for Lazio is pretty nailed on at this point. Chiro Immobile may be injured, so that's what makes it so certain. 75%, Immobile on 25. So I think Ravella, by the way, made a huge impact for Lazio last week, and I would not be surprised to see him play over. Oh yeah, Isaksen's going to play. Felipe Anderson, I thought he'd actually left the way they were speaking about it the other day, but good to see he's still there for any holders. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see him come in for Kamada because Ravella is brilliant. I'm a big fan of him and was brilliant off the bench last week. But yeah, L1534 Tate feels very good. Do we have the Danes on this? Yeah, no predictions. But I think Jordan's on. Anyway, let me catch up with the chat. We've got member stuff to do. This is me just kind of getting us all warmed up and ready to go. We've been live for 15. I'll probably get to getting on this in a moment. But yeah, interesting kind of trifecta of choices here. I don't think there is a bad one. How many allowance do we have left? It makes Cunha difficult, I think, for the last man if we take him. So let's take Cunha on form and everything. It leaves us with 45 points. Who do we have available then? We could play David Lopez for the safe 60. That's actually quite solid. Ivan Illich is back in town. L15 of 40. There's the Ayer again. Castellanos again. We could afford him. If we think he's going to score these goals and bring in a Cunha level score, he's competing with Cunha for a place, then why not just pick both of them? David Lopez has a wee bit of the security of, if it doesn't happen, then, he'll still probably do a 52 or something like that. But I suppose he does have that clanger in him. There's a 0 there from, Errol led to go ×2. So I suppose there's not without risk, I suppose, even with a centre-back option, these things can happen. Maybe I'm talking myself into some double striker here. Doesn't mean I can make a better... Yeah, I think that kind of state... So I think if we went double striker... If you get time, Quinny, could you have a look at... Yeah, get the request in, guys. We'll build it up and we'll get some teams smashed out. Jordan Larson is just a hero to everyone. And I say Cunha, like, hey, in a 4-1 loss, he could do the job. But if we go for anyone cheaper than Cunha, which is Castellanos, or... So what are Genoa like for conceding goals? Are Genoa at home? Let's check that real quickly. Yeah, Genoa are at home. So at home, in the last 15 games, Genoa have only conceded 9, only won 2. That's in the last 5, I beg your pardon. In the last 10, scored 12, conceded 12, won 3, drawn 5. So, yeah, very rubbish at home. The last 5 overall, what did Lazio look like? 23 goals scored. That's his 15. Excuse me. Yeah, 9 goals in 5 games. Not, since Tudor's come in, essentially. One of the informed teams in the league at the moment, along with Roma and Bologna, who've already featured in my lineup builder. Torino not too far behind. Ivan Illich, the set piece taker, coming back in. Difficult choices. Riquelme could feature at the weekend. It's not beyond him. Illich, highly expected to start. Hasn't really had much amazing to go on, but yeah, he's got it in him in the right game. Definitely quality, but first game back, it's hard to pick a guy like that for such an important lineup. McGinn, Angelino, Cunha, Sorare, I think they're all super solid. So it's just the best guy thereafter. I think Lopez really ticks all the boxes of certainty. And Castellanos is maybe just a little bit more on the, it'll work out, don't worry. So it makes me want to go David Lopez for security. But I think I'm probably going to go Castellanos and go guns blazing in this one. Because I think, Nah, I'm going to go David Lopez. I'm going to go with a defender. I'm going to play it a wee bit safer in that regard. I'm going to go with John McGinn, captain in this one. Last time Aston Villa played Bournemouth was after a Europa game as well. It ended up being a 2-each draw. McGinn didn't actually play that well. But, if mood is high, he's in great form, etc. I know he didn't do much tonight, only a 30-point score, but I think he could. So this is the question, isn't it? Do we get to 320? Now, this is kind of why I wanted to cover this in the preamble, right? Because this is populating my thoughts now, and it will be tonight when we're building lineups, right? But seeing last week after picking up the mid threshold, now I've done it with a buffer of 23 points, right? Which is fantastic, okay? Beautiful. And I look at this team, right? And I think Castellanos' score of 39 before multiplier can be my goalkeeper, for example. Let's say Sorare concedes 3 or concedes 2 and has a bit of a stinker game. That could be my goalkeeper. The captain needs to do 80. You need to nail the captain. Who is my captain? McGinn. With one decisive, he could do 80. So logically, I can get behind that. And then everyone else is just essentially done a decisive, It's done on 80 for all the players except the goalkeeper, but it's essentially 360s as an average. And then we've got multipliers on top and captains and everything else. So when I look at this team, David Lopez could get to about 60. Angelino could get to that level. And the striker Cunha could get to that level and over and beyond. All of them could do that. And there's a captain's armband involved. I kind of really want to go for this 400 pointer. I know I probably should go for the 320, but that's kind of how I sit and feel at the moment. So I think the maths kind of adds up, but we'll see how I feel come closer to the deadline. I might have a wee altercation for that. I might change it up. That's kind of how it sits. And then I feel like then for my kind of last real fun teams, because of the lack of goalkeepers and everything else, I can get my 15% Sean Johnson in here, and I can make this a kind of, not a priority team, but I can give it power. I've got Ayer in here at 40 points. I've got Christie at 48. I've got Martin 47. My voice is kind of going for a weird way. I don't know why. Let's try it with Christie's. Maybe a kind of McGinn hedge. We've still got Castellanos and Larson, so we can go Tati, and then we've got 53 points. Yeah, we can pick Martin, who, we know Martin pretty well. We know that's a good fixture. It's actually a really good 220, isn't it? Is there anywhere to make this better with the leftover points? I don't think so. It's actually quite a good team, isn't it? I rather like that. I think we would captain the Castellanos. Is there anyone better than Christie? Illich or Christie? kind of hard to take Illich because he's not been playing. In Bournemouth, like if Christie does well, then maybe it covers for McGinn not performing in some way. So I kind of like having Christie in a team. Riquelme could be a wee guy because Riquelme has been useful for us. Riquelme is good for showing up with a wee score when you need it. And Martin, I think this is a game I'd play the unique and be quite chuffed because he'll be playing attacking mid. It's an important game for them. They're at home to Cadiz. No Saganikov, he's definitely going to be playing along with Kuto and a few others. So it's just Illich. Could Illich maybe just get a wee cheeky 75 or something at home to Frosinone? I'm just going to say we'll slide past that for now. Yeah, let's go with Castellanos captain. And then that's it. So, guys, now that I've cleared my throat, what we do on the members stream is you guys call the shot in the live chat. Quinny, build my lineups. We are getting ready for the weekend, and I need to make sure all my ducks in a row. Give me your thoughts and feelings, where to prioritise, where am I strongest, what teams have got the chances of winning and losing. And if you want to get your teams built, we want to do this tonight before we get ready for the deadline show tomorrow. All you need to do is pick up your FC BarcaLomond season ticket. How do you get your season ticket? There's a link in the pinned comment in the live chat. Below the video, there's a join button. There's a link in the description of the video as well. If you click on my wee face on YouTube, it takes you to the channel homepage, and there's a members tab. By clicking on all of these things, any of them, YouTube want you to get your season ticket. It's £1 a month. Get it for as long as it lasts. Will not stay this, unfortunately, if we keep this up. So get it while it lasts. As soon as you become a member, you can see everything and anything we'll be getting up to. There's member exclusive content, as well as the 2 streams a week we do now, building lineups and reviewing galleries separately at dedicated times of the week. If you want to support the channel further, you want to get extra connection into the FC BarcaLomond community, then you can pick up your foundation membership, which is £2 a month, 50p a week, an absolute bargain. We've got a Telegram group in there. Telegram is just like if WhatsApp and Discord had a baby, and it was like the better version of both of them. Maybe not quite WhatsApp, but definitely Discord. And that's in there as well. So again, get it while it lasts. Become a member tonight, and get your lineups built. Now at this point, what we used to do is we'd go members only. And if you weren't a member, you wouldn't be able to hang about. But we've seen what Harry gets up to. Harry does some great content for his members as well and leaves this kind of stream public. And, you know, I think that's a good effort, and I think we're going to do the same. But for me to keep myself on point and not get distracted by whose lineups we're building and whatever, the live chat is going to be members only. So if you want to get stuck in from now on, it's members, strictly members chat only. And we're here to build your lineups, guys. So let's have a look at the live chat. Fist bumps to everyone on arrival. Thanks to everyone for supporting the club, picking up their season ticket, all that good stuff. But we've got Scott Marshall, Henry, Luke Jones, Rico Man, Ian Sorare, Ian McMillan, Johnny TH, Bob TB. Good evening, my man. Good to see you. Red or Dead. Sorare Holland, Shrew 1886, Red or Dead. Keelan Buckingham, good to see you. Benny 96, Sindri Sorensen, good. Sorensen, I beg your pardon. Mikey Baston, the hero, the legend that is. And NFTM, fist bump, good to see you, yo. Let's see, is there any requests in here? Johnny TH is in first and foremost. I'm sure that's Boyson. So let's just build the request list up. Well, I'm still kind of contemplating that target I just picked, because when I do pick the mid target, I do feel stupid. I'm not gonna lie. And I think that's the honest gauge of your strength that you need, isn't it? Is when like last week when I picked that mid target, I felt confident in it. But this time, I'm trying to take confidence from the numbers, you know. Luke Jones, I will take in-season Prem, Classic Prem, in-season champ, or any you feel could be a hitter from what you see. Luke Jones, no problem, mate. Is it just Luke Jones that I search up? I'm going to say yes. Don't really know what to run this weekend. If you want to have a look, just fixing up and an under 23, a classic season chal. Henry Sorare. Liverpool penalty after 6 minutes. Red or Dead. Can you build my rare 220, 4-man 240? Yep, let's get that racked up. Let's get comfy, Benny boy. Fist bump, you can say that again. How do you manage the players that don't have a play sharper prediction? For example, Monaco this weekend. Sindri, that is really difficult. You really need to go above and beyond, and you really need to do some of your own digging and homework on the likes of social media. I've kind of been doing this a little bit with Jordan Larson since I seen that he played the last game. But last time I checked, it didn't really bear much fruit. It's just all the just generic, and then you get this stuff. It's not even him. Oh, I don't know why I've done it. So I've put 2 R's around 2 S's. Sorry, I beg your pardon, Jordan. Me and my poor typing skills here. Important that Jordan Larson is on the way in gear, the Swedish Fisher. That's the 14th of April. I don't know what that means. Let's see. What's this guy saying? Hard to tell. It's not going to translate for us. Someone can explain to me what Jordan Larson contributed in the last match that justifies his place in the starting 11 today. So yeah, interesting. Also didn't get much fanfare last week. What's this saying? Interesting. Translate. Translate. Feel like a superhero sometimes when you do this. Translate. Phew. Hasn't been getting much playing time. So I know this isn't Monaco. Yeah. Yeah, fair play, Jordan. Fair play, my man. So yeah, you have to go digging, my man. You have to go and try and search for Monaco predicted teams and stuff like that. I think that actually is a good sign that the coach might stick with him, but obviously he didn't perform, so he's got every reason to be dropped. But Jordan, we need that guy back. We need him back. The Prince needs to be back on the throne. Let's see. Mikey Basson, if you have time, can you build my contender classic lineups? All 3 in D1? Yes, Mikey. So glad you asked. It's still empty wallet. Empty wallet. Love it, my man. Awesome. Sindri, thank you for picking up your season ticket, mate. Welcome to the club. Fist bump on arrival. Ian Sorare, if you get time, Quinny, could you take a look at one contender lineup? Basically the best lineup. And the recommendation where to play. I have Div 1 season and Div 2 and 2 Div 1 classic. Nice. Ian Sorare. Can you make my rare lineups? Don't know where to play, so it's up to you. Oh, no problem. Sorare Holland. Rares. Go on then, Sindri. Go on. Awesome. Sindri, on arrival, my man. Feel free to drop your club name and we'll get you added to this as well. I don't think if I search Sindri, it's going to come up. I don't think many people use just their name. Sindri. Maybe this is one of you, but no. And I'm also waiting for JD91 to turn up. Right, cool. Boyson, what were we after? Lineup builder, wherever you can, please. Let's have a peek. What are we playing with? We have all the goalkeepers. Awesome. All the goalkeepers. What is the best play we've got goalkeeper-wise? Lucas Zidane, 2nd versus 16th. 58% chance of a clean sheet. Schlager not too far behind, by the way. That's a good one. Schlager feels a wee bit more. I don't know. They are 2nd, I suppose. Yeah, I don't think Getafe aren't definitely going to score. Gerter Firth, I'd deprioritise that. Gerter Firth always strike me as a team that are involved in goal-scoring matches. Pardon me, Tangvik's away. Sorry, I've heard me talk about that already. Pence has got a tough game. Yeah, I think Luca or Schlager are our best picks by a long way. So both fell 15 of 53. That's interesting. I think I'm maybe just going to same region actually, both as well. Interesting. So yeah, let's just go Schlager because I just think you really count on Salzburg a wee bit more. They've just changed manager, so they should have a little pep in their step, and they're qualified for the Club World Cup now as well. So great time to be alive for Red Bull Salzburg, ruling the world. It's so crazy, man. Ben White away to Wolves could be a great game for him. Clean sheet bonus isn't happening, but as we've already said. Kandus, first versus second, not a great game, but is that like the bottom half of the table? Conference League group. Let's see the main group. Yeah, so we've got the teams going for the league. Is this section here? And then these guys are just playing for this. So yeah, Ghent really want to win that, don't they? Bit of a backdoor entry for them. Relegation group is whatever. So in this championship group, do any of them? Yeah. So the teams in 5th and 6th here don't get into the mix, but this team will play the top team from here. That feels like a bit of a fix, doesn't it? Ghent have got all these matches to finish top. They're probably the best team to have post-split in Belgium, aren't they? That's an interesting detail to maybe remember for next time. So, yeah, I actually really like Kundus. I think he could have a great game. L5 suggests that he's on form as well. I like McGinn. Let's see who else you've got. But Godin, I think this guy was a boss, wasn't he? 4th versus 20th. Sign me up. Dan James, double A. Rui Bal, Huksovic, Aksabanovic, 20th versus 18th. Maybe that's a game he comes to life in. 1st versus 4th. In this section of the Austrian League? No, I thought Salzburg were first. Is it the relegation group then? Am I losing my mind? Yeah, they are in the relegation. Oh yeah, Dom Fitz had all the fixtures. I remember people saying that now actually. And so they are playing Tyrol. Nice, by the way. At home, that could be fun for Huksovic. Yeah, that is fun. Potential to score 3 is quite low, apparently, but I don't know how much I'd buy into that. Let's see, anyone else? Cappy Shabba, that guy Alwyn. That's funny. Yeah, I think that's the guy to pick. Kruskovic. I like him. I don't know if he's as strong as like some maybe Dan James on. No, I'm gonna go. I think Kruskovic is just as good as him. Rookie card as well. You'll love to see it. And then the final spot. Who's the best guy we've got going? Ben White comes into the conversation again. Sanset at home at Granada, but why is he not rated better for this game? Sanset's a good 70 player in this. Yeah. Decisive in about 10 AA. That feels like the Sanset I know and recognise. 17 AA, not out the question. 13's there, 10 there. Under 21's this is as well, I suppose. But yeah, I like Sanset. I thought he'd maybe be a bit better rated in this game since it's so highly favoured this game week. Interesting. Arunez, I don't think he scores the points, even though that fixture looks good and it's Benfica. Is this a Venezia player? It is. 40% chance of a clean sheet. Oh, Fadinger. We like this guy. How did he do last week? So we've kind of looked at this guy a few times. This is L5. Is L3 like? Nah, he's not quite done, has he? AA, but it's there. He's not. This team just doesn't get goals, do they? Poor lad. Oh, last week against them. Oh, that's just gutting. His worst score is against the worst team. That's just sickening. Fadinger's went down in my rankings, my estimations. Oh, Pablo Fornals. Oh, I check that Sferco guy, but Pablo's a real player in Spain, by the way. Real good player. Look at that. L5. And losses as well. Pablo. 70 rated. Away to Valencia, he can just get that score anyway, like you just seen. I don't like saying this, but he's kind of fixture proof, isn't he? Like, look at that. 8A, no problem. And he's getting decisives, and this team, he's required to be a key part of goal scoring, creating chances and stuff like that. So I like that a lot. Now, the question with this team is, would it fit in something better than All-Star Limited? Now, region-wise, of course, it's broken up and it's a mess. I think that could probably fit in 270 quite interestingly. Like, probably be rather OP. We know Schlager and Zidane were the same score. The defender of choice we had first time was Kandus, by the way, but maybe we change it to this Sferco guy. His fixture is very, very good. And let's see how he scores. His scores are good. It's an Italian-based centre-back, you know, so you know the play you're getting there. You're looking for 38 ideally. With a clean sheet, he does not really pick up less than 15. Even without a clean sheet, he can get around the 15 mark, which is very good, I suppose. But the defender we did pick, Ishmael Kandus, I think he's got a wee bit more to him than that. Let me see if I'm wrong. Or a bit biased because I used to have one. Yeah, he's a wee bit more, yeah, like, he does, he can do 25, 30, 80. The last game, obviously, he's disappointed here. But I'm a big fan of Kandus, and yeah, he's got the scores. I like Ishmael. I think we keep him in as number one. Good form and all the rest of it. Not looking at Branthwaite for this either. Obermeyer's we've seen before is a bit peaky. This Godin guy, 4 versus 20th. We know what he's good. We know he's like. We've seen he's good last week. In attack, we liked somebody's a little bit different. Yeah, Huskovic. Is there anyone we've overlooked? Perhaps Egestine. No. Rioja. No. Dan James and Dux. No, not a fan of those fixtures. Deatherill might be okay. Deatherill might be okay. But probably not. And how is we Huskovic? First versus 8th, by the way, at Capixaba. He could just be a wee goal scorer. He might be the pick. But this Huskovic has got... If he's on to play... Tyrol are a good team. Yeah, it's hard to pick him, isn't it? He is actually quite naff on form. But I like that game for him if he's starting. The form is stinking. So let's see, who were the other options? We had somebody else at the top there that was exciting. Yeah, the Capixaba guy. I don't think he's too expensive either. Capixaba 49. And then we're left with 59 points. Should we... Yeah, we should be able to get in the last guy who was Fornals, 58. Boom! That's the team to do. There we go. I'm going to say... Oh, Fornals is probably my captain, but let's double check Godin's L5. At home as well. So let's just even... L15. Very nice. At home... 38 is there in a game like this, I think, isn't it? That's kind of what you're looking at. I think you take him just because of the strength of the fixture. That's the play. Whatever you can, please. That looks like a good one to me. That looks like a winner. Do we have any distinct... Let me go back to All-Star just for like overall viewing purposes. Do we have any... I've seen Rami Hajal there, by the way. I wonder if he's got a good fixture. He's a good technical player. Nah. Dents and Randers. Oh no, well, if it's a split situation, that might be good. So All-Star, I'd go Zidane. The Sferco guy is probably number 2 defender, isn't he? Maybe Branthwaite. Who else do we have in the frame here? Maybe it was overlooked. Mike Kuma. 100 capable. Hard to say when the strong AA matches are. Is that against 8 for or not? I can't really tell without a mad deep dive. Yes, I think Sverko's a good shout. Mate, what about Yamakawa? Doesn't fill me with the same certainty I felt from the Sverko guy. Like, oh yeah, this guy could do some real AA. Yeah, this guy feels like a good 15 pluser without clean sheets and with Porteous. Could be a good game for somebody like him, by the way. Yeah, take Sverko in here. Third versus 20th as well. I know it's away, but should be pretty favourable. Grealish in its centre back's a wee bit cheat codey, isn't he? Still, how did he do it the weekend? Oh, 65 by the way. Oh, what's that he's got? Last man tackle. Oh, adding strings to your bow. He's got 2 of them in his L, whatever. Oh, centre back against Bayern, by the way. Grealish is. I've not seen him play yet, by the way, but see, from seeing all this, he's giving me like pure like 80s like Beckenbauer sweeper vibes, you know. Last man tackles, last ditch efforts, you know, and he can get assists and take corners and stuff like that. Playing Gladbach, that's you know, could be a good game for him. AA's through the roof, man. An attack, Dux is down here as double A. I prefer Dan James as a double A. Yeah, your striker's kind of hard to pick here. I think Dan James is the one to go for just because it's Leeds and all that. But Middlesbrough, I don't think Middlesbrough isn't actually Yorkshire, is it? But it's kind of close to it, and it's a wee bit of. I know they're kind of rivals with Sunderland and Newcastle as well, but like you know, Middlesbrough, I don't think it's too far from like I don't know, like Yorkshire in general. I don't know where is what, but so that'll be a wee kind of game, isn't it? Let's put the Dan James in. And then the final piece. Fadinger against Blue Whites should be good, right? But after last week, I wouldn't be picking him with any confidence. And that's normally them when they bloody score, isn't it? When you're like, ah, should have picked that team full of emotion. Rami, how you doing, pal? Not really cooking overly yet. They're not doing too bad. A poor man's was is what I would call that. An under 23 was is what I'd call that. So that's quite fun. Under 23 was playing Randers. Not expected to win the game, but that's probably not good overall. Don't get carried away with it. Badinger. Just they don't score enough goals, man. He's got the AA there. If that decisive pops, you'll have a big one. Mikel Merino. Could be a good game for him, by the way, but I don't know if I'd put him in your second team. Andy P against Liverpool. I don't think you can pick that at this point. I think the best last man is maybe the Fadinger, just for playing that law of averages. Because the AA is there. It's a great opponent for him just to get a blooming decisive and then boom, finally. So I think I'd maybe go there. I think I'll probably, he said, build me wherever you can, please. I think that's probably the 2 teams. I think after that, it's quite slim pickings in what region do we play. But are we going to play this in All-Star? So we've got 48, 46, 158. 158. don't think this would fit in at 240, would it? I think with maybe one alteration, it wouldn't be too expensive. It maybe could, and it could maybe go for like the bigger target. Sverko's a 51, right? So maybe come back to him. Is he the one that's maybe... is there many other options that are as good as him? 44, 60. Damn it. Yeah, he might be just the best option anyway. So let's just try that and see how far we get. 51, not too bad. The guy has expected score kind of profile. 55 for Grealish, we want him. It's a game that maybe we don't need him for. We have then Dan James, then yeah, 33 remaining. That's not going to be enough for the guy we had in. So let's see, Dan James. We're not mad for. Is there anyone similar in terms of prospect of scoring that's just way cheaper? Definitely saves us 8 points, which I think might be worth it, but I don't know if it's enough. Huskovic would save us a lot of points. Is he on to actually start just like Sorare and lineup building shenanigans? Oh no, he is on to start. And has he not been starting already? Let's go close some tabs and find that again, because it'll be here somewhere. Huskovic. So he has started. Started against this team. Was it this team? Didn't do the job. Hartberg had done it from the start. Can get 90 minutes when he starts as well. It's just not enough and not delivered much yet. But that could be a game where he does. Is that worth the cap cost reduction? I think it might be, by the way. 55% chance to win against Tyrol. Not Blauschweiss. Somebody else, wasn't it? By the way, I think I might go back to that. Huskovic. Ferran from the bench in El Clasico. What's he worth for that punt? 43. Yeah, not worth it. Yeah, by the way, I actually quite like the thought of Huskovic, but it's rolling the dice. But I don't think this is a great game for Dutch. They are at home. That goes in his favour, certainly. But Rioja playing Athletic, Egestein at Hanover, even Fortis in here playing St. Truden. It's not an easy game. Yes, I think I would go Huskovic. Dan James is the pick, but I think with 33 points remaining, you're not getting anyone really as good as Huskovic for 33 points. But I think the difference between Huskovic and Dan James isn't much, but you could get somebody better than Dan James or whatever with the change that we've got. That's the kind of situ that we're in. Because, yeah, I don't see anyone at 33 or below that's a nice little cheat code in this squad. At all. Coming to the reckoning here. Huskovic is the first one to show up. But, Madsen 50, yeah, these guys are all benching and stuff. These guys are all more expensive. Oswald 33. Yeah, I don't see it. So I think dropping Dan James for Huskovic probably it doesn't really change the strength of your attacking options much. And then we get 47 points left on the table. And we have Fadinger. Boom. Yeah, that's good, isn't it? Or Janelt. Is he good? Is he? No, I think it's Jensen, isn't it? Is the other sneaky one. Let's look at this guy quickly. Can be good, can't he? Against Brighton and Man United, but different proposition to Luton. Anyone else catch the eye? Ramadani, Suchek, Sunset. Sunset is good for, what did we say, like a 70? So Sunset or Fadinger. How likely is Fadinger to get, is this, it's a wee bit dice rolly, but it could get like, yeah, it could get 100. Could be saving it all up. Look at that, one decisive, boom. 1 decisive, 77. Should be way more, but... These guys just don't put the ball in the net, man. So do we take Fadinger, or... I got quite excited there about who it was there. It was a 40-point card. Not Defferel. Sunset. If we take Sunset, can we improve the striker? We have 41. And then we'll move on to the next one. Let me check the chat as well, see what you guys are saying. There's a bunch of action here. 41 points. Do we have a better option than Huskovic? Yeah, we've got Defferel. Is Defferel better than Huskovic? Lecce, no pushovers. Sassuolo, not exactly doing well. Benito Raman. We've got Haksabanovic rather than Huskovic. Is he better? Obviously, I'm biased. I'm going to think he's going to be somewhat handy. Yeah, he does. He can get some bits, but he's not done a decisive in forever. October. He did have a wee spell there where he was getting in amongst it. And you just don't know. He might not even start. So yeah, I think Huskovic is the guy. So then the next question is, could we get a better defender in? Like, is there actually a better... $58 points. We could put Branthwaite in if we wanted. Forest, isn't it? Yes, could be a good game for him. It's hard to pick him, but isn't it, on those scores? Cuesta, Mitchell. Some of these guys are really good. 3rd versus 20th. It's hard to get that out of my head. Yeah. And then, yeah, you can go mid-threshold, I think, quite comfortably. But hey, get the captain right. If these guys go off, probably captain him just because the 70 reliance. Yeah, mid-target. I think that hits mid-target. 340. The Pawn of Sorare. Pretty new to this. Sindri, cool. Should be good fun, my man. Let me just get rid of the rest of these pages. Boyson, I hope those teams help you out, my man. I'll put them all on screen in a second for you. Save. 240 and a 270. Really strong as well. Hey. The Pawn of Sorare. Villafru, brilliant. Can't be away goals. Was it penalties? Yeah. Oh, class. GG's. I'll need to catch up on that later. Villafru, love to see it. Didn't know yellow cards don't count once it's a penalty shootout. Thought Martinez was gone there. Stanley's just missed a massive chance. Ouch, Charlie Dunbar, my man. Fist pump, good to see you. Middlesbrough is genuinely the most depressing place I've ever been to. Clearly never beaten Milton Keynes. This is between Henry and Ian. Milton Keynes is just a business park. Park striker, smashing it lately, I agree. Howdy mates. Mikey Baston. Giving the love again. Okay, cool. Magic. We can charge on. So Boyson, and then we've got Luke Jones. What was Luke after? Luke. Let's see. In-season Prem, Classic Prem, in-season Champ, or anything else. Cool. So Prem, in Classic. And then Champ. Classic. In-season Champ. Cool. In-season Prem. What have we got? We need 4 of these bad boys. Pickford is AA rated. It's kind of hard to look past him. For Prem specifically, Muric is playing Chef U, by the way. That could be tempting. Hard to see Martinez getting a clean sheet, but some of these clean sheets in the Premier League don't get predicted, so he could just be, they'll be high. Getting through the next round of Europa League, putting out a really good opponent. It really pushed him all the way there. Pickford, I just can't buy him for a clean sheet, honestly. Muric I could, but how's Muric's AA been? Yeah, he's making it. Oh, wow. Brentford even 29 as well. Yeah, Muric is the man. Tarkovsky, not a bad shout. Calvin Bassey, Emerson, Charlie Taylor, Robbo, Assignon. He's listened to the Burnley owner on the overlap. That was an interesting one this week. Quite like that. I had no idea who he is as a football player or anything. Don't watch football, but American football that is. But I think Robbo picks himself in here, doesn't he? Set pieces and such. Tahi Cheong, Brownhill, Saka picks himself here against Wolves. Not the best fixture, but it's, it's Arsenal against Wolves. Watkins, Darwin, McBurney, Wissa. I think I'd probably take Darwin if he's on to play this one. And then final man can be an out of season or whatever. Could Deuce or Watkins stand out? Paqueta. What's the deal with West Ham tonight? How are they faring? No, it's probably not the best. I can actually just go and look at works or something, I think, can't I? 1-0 to the Hammers. No Paqueta. Well, there you go then. Good news for you, isn't it? Sorted. Love that. In season, and then we do classic. Ba-da-boom, ba-da-boom. Emmy picks himself. Best keeper there. DC. I think you have to take Van Dijk, really, don't you? I like Kudus, but is he busy tonight? He is. 1-0 up. We were Leverkusen up from the first game. 2-0 or something. Maybe need to watch that at the moment. Sanderberg, could be a good game for him playing Sheffield. Josh Cullen, AAA rated. Yeah, okay, let's go Josh Cullen. I like seeing Williams starting, but sadly it's Liverpool and I just don't think he's going to do that great. A lot of Burnley in this team. Mikel Antonio, Elanga. I'm going to take Ollie Watkins. And then final man. Buemo could be the play. Anyone else jump out is like 70 capable? Ivan Toney, the main man there. Is he like 70 capable, but not particularly, is he? Where's Buemo? I'm sure he's much better scoring. SO5 wise. Yeah, he's got AA in his bag. Let's double up tackers. 78 rated. Don't know who you'd captain. 85 rated. You go in Buemo. Oh, what's happened? I thought he came across really well. Clearly wants to learn about proper football. The Schweinsteiger overlap interview today was eye-opening. Yeah, listen to that as well. Banned, suspended for next season. All them Burnley players. What's banned and suspended? Luke Jones and Charlie Watkins and Buemo. Who's banned or suspended? Oh, Paqueta for tonight, maybe actually. Maybe that's what it is. Just try to think. Let's trip in there. And then Champ in season. Let's see what we're cooking with. We have, ooh, Taressia. Oh, great game. Away to Salernitana. Perfect. Simon, but at home to Granada. Feels a bit more solid. I think we say Simon. I think, oh, Grimmy is your pick here, isn't he? For your out of season. 1000%. Grimmy. Fornals. Oh no, it says in season, so we need to focus on that. Mohamed Cham. How do you score? Are you a viable champ midfielder? Wow, you can get 90s. That's fun. Double decisive against Le Havre. 10 to 20 in the range. Cool. Sander Berg, are you going to outperform him? Maybe. Shaka. Out of season. Why didn't I just pick him? Oh, Sabi is in some good form, by the way. Taliso against PSG. Guido. Chong. Sissoko Niehaus. Harry Wilson. Connie Limer. Musa. Milan Derby. Kind of want to avoid that. Could be like 1-0, 0-0. Italian Fest. Let's have a look at the Dortmund team. If Sabitzer's playing, 60% on. No, it's hard to look past him, isn't it, at this point? In attack, let's see. Do we have a wee bit more? Oh yeah, we've got Kane. We've got Kane. Boom. This is a fun team. Last one needs to be in season. Eric Dyer, Tarkovsky, Sander Berg, Willian. I think Willian is your party animal here, isn't he? If you play Willian, you're really saying, let's fucking go for it. Same with Lacazette. Some nice fun picks there. Ooh, Gundo and El Clasico. Ah, classic. End the series classic as well. End the series got a great game this weekend. Jacob Brun. I'm a big fan of Jacob Brun, by the way. And yeah, nobody else is really striking themselves out as and the final piece of the puzzle this week. Oh, is Musa in season? Not as nailed to start as you would want to see. So you watch out for that. Interesting. So, fifth man here is rather difficult. Last man in season. We're not taking Dyer. I don't think you can take Tarkovsky with a Kane. I don't think they can appear in the same team as Grimaldo. Sabitzer's borderline. I think Willian is. I think Willian's a party animal here. I think he's the one that makes this team tick. Sham is playing 6. He's the 18th team. They're away from home. Could play the rare Mateta. It's hard to look past Willian for this team. Yeah. Samba time. Captain Grimmy. Let's see. What else did you say? Who's one again? Look, yeah. Let's just have a look at All Star and see what's left lying around. Joan Garcia, Teresiano. Definitely still 2 good options there. Let's just imagine Garcia. Rodon, Arbia, Andrade, Shoitani, KWP. Lots of good options here. Sarah, nice. Sorloff is on it, by the way. Yeah, can go with that. I kind of want to make this Shoitani a wee bit perfect. If you get another Grimaldo level guy, I would kind of overlook there. KWP. KWP. Yeah, that's what we want to see. Not too far off him, by the way. KWP away to Cardiff. Without the clean sheet, he's looking at like 10 to 13 AA, whereas the Shaitani, I suppose he's relatively the same, but even not in a clean sheet, he's a wee bit more capable of the 20s, you know. Yes, I think we stick with the Shaitani. Cool. And then the final spot, OP team, Rodon, Adam Armstrong, Undav. Undav's back at firing. Probably go with a double attacker. 82 rated. Huge team. .82 rate. Yeah, feels good. It's fun to me. Not quite all triple A's. Not all quite triple A's, sadly, but very good all the same. Henry Sorare, where are we at? Henry. Don't really know what to run. Under 23 classic season channel. Let's see where to start. Fructo, number 1. Is he under 23? Fructo, am I tripping? Yeah, he is under 23. Yeah, I'm with you on that. Build that first then. I'm with you. I did that kind of myself with the rares. So yeah, just play what you've got there, quite obviously. Oh, THB. Aidan Morris. Strikers are where we pause for the cause. Good options, but none of them stand out as like nailed. I heard Sargent hit some form actually. Am I overlooking him? Yeah, wow, Sargent did hit some form. Is there a pattern for that? At home. Very good. Away. Not terrible. He's at home this weekend. Yeah, I think Sargent maybe yeah, I think Sargent maybe gets himself into the reckoning here ahead of Dwight McNeil. Iodine is playing 15th. L5 or 74. I need to investigate that. Wow, he's in good form. Away. Is that necessarily a bad thing? No. It ain't. I think we take Iodine. And then the final piece of the puzzle. Could go Sargent again. El Canus. Big game player playing Anderlecht. Goalkeeper. Sepp Vandenberg. Jarnes Stoikers. What did I want to look at there? Was it the Belgian league, I think? Yeah, I want to see what Leuven and Westerlo, or St. Truden, I beg your pardon, I've got going on. As well as... yeah, Canus and Anderlecht. Yeah, so that's all Belgium. Let's go have a wee peek. What are Belgium up to? Again, with their little league systems and where they're at. So Conference League group is Sint-Truiden and Leuven. And they're going nowhere. Maybe Sint-Truiden could do something, by the way, so maybe they're a wee bit more motivated for this. Yeah. Have they played Ghent yet? Westerlo, Mechelen, Liège? No. So if they play Ghent, that's a 3-point equaliser. So Sint-Truiden could be wee jammy buggers if they wanted. That's maybe their game plan. Elkenus is playing Anderlecht. So we like Delorge Nieper is maybe having an important match. Anderlecht on 38 points, 7 points back. Genk have got no chance, but they want to stay away from Cercle Bruges. They want to maybe catch, I beg your pardon, Club Bruges, so they can get into Europa League ahead of them. They could maybe just about catch USG. No, they've got 2 games left, 6 points. I suppose they could. Wow, USG are stinking the place out at the moment. Interesting. So Genk really motivated. Anderlecht, the job isn't done yet. USG are bottling it big time. Maybe that gets changed. Anderlecht need to win to maintain that superiority. So I actually think Anderlecht have got good motivation there away from home. That'll be an open game. Does that suit him? Does he want an open attacking game? Is that where he gets? 1 each draw, 78, 3-1 win, 100, 3-0, 2-0, 3-1, 4-0. Yeah, that. Look at that. Away to Bruges, 1 each, 80. 2 each with Feyenoord, 77. Yeah, you can do it. Okay, I like Knus. Delorge Nieper, what are we thinking about him? They away? They are. Their away form recently has been bad. But before that, it was a bit better. Overall form. It's just got crazy AA potential, doesn't it? I think you take Delorge Nieper just because of those crazy numbers, to be honest with you. Then just captain him just to see what the score would come out at. 83. Cool. Let's go from here. All-star now. We've put those guys to one side. Who are we cooking with? Helteliete, 9th versus 16th. Angus Gunn against Bristol City. Leno. I'm probably going to take Gunn, by the way. Oh, Muric. We see Muric again. That is the Premier League away from home. And this is at home at the Championship. Let's take Gunn for this one. Jonas Handel. Is he not U23? Interesting. Maybe that's done now. That was last season. Gabriel Sara. Yeah, bring it on. Piqué Fernandez. I think we overlooked him earlier on another build. Can be good. Is this a home away thing? Home. 70 plus 80s possible. Away, by the way, not much different. So he's cool. At home to Levante and 11th, favourite to win. Also got Darwin. Sorry, does this need to heat enough? This is an interesting one to say the least. So there's a lot of forwards here that gives kind of similar things. I think maybe we just go. Maybe we just take Sargent again. No. I like the form of this Piqué Fernandez L5 and 15 matching up at home. Yada yada. I think that's the guy to go with. And El Canus, by the way, I don't mind sliding him in here if no one else jumps out as being like clearly better, because I think 20 and 1 decisive is on the table for him. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. Double A Canus. And I don't know who to pick really here. 81 rated. Love that. Classic season chal. Oh, okay. Let's go back from that. Classic season chal. Liete. Do we have any the same picks to go again? No, we need to change the defender. What about the mid? It might not actually have interfered. Oh no, because we've saved it. So let's see, challenger, contender, challenger. Yeah, so it's the Austrian and this guy and this guy. We need to ditch. Save that. We'll come back to this in a second. Challenger Classic. Right, Liete. I thought I just made somebody available. Yeah, Jonas Handel. Is he not challenger or contender? What did you say? I'm losing my mind here. All these bumming divisions. A classic season chal. It's challenger. I'm losing my mind. These guys are challenger. Doe. Classic challenger. I hope it's 16th. Nah, we're going to go gun. And then we've got... Borges should be busy in a game like that, but he's just worried he gets booked or something. I don't think any of the defenders here are particularly stand out this week without knowing them all intimately and knowing that, like, yeah, this happened and that happened and, you know, all that good stuff. The clean sheet probability there is with the defender Ozturk. But how does he score is what I'm going to check first of all. Because we're not pairing him with the goalkeeper, and that gives some people the creepy crawlies. Yeah, 1-0 loss. Still get 33 AA. He's not that reliable for it, but he can get above 10. Kind of safe enough, you think. Especially at home to a team like that, they should dominate. He's only back in the team recently enough. Form is kind of ever improving, I suppose. Oh, that's at home. Yeah. Just at home, even. Overall. Scored a goal recently enough. He seems kind of fine. Ozturk. Ooh. Yeah, I think we'll take him. I think we'll take him. Definitely fits the bill. Then we've got Sarah. I think Coit is the man here, isn't he? And Knus. I like Knus for a wee cheeky 80. Ito. Nunes. Oh, Marcelino, how you broke all of our hearts. Oh, he's kind of back at it, isn't he? Is Sarah the same guy then? Because I thought Sarah was actually doing really good, but is he dipped in the Marcelino? Oh, no, he's not. It's actually a pair, isn't it, by the way? I think that's the play. Marcelino and Sarah midfield. Koita in attack, then Bosch in defence. And then, yeah, maybe that's just going to be a wee bit better, isn't it? Atayaspor 16th. How bad are they actually? Where's Turkey? Standings, Atayaspor 44 conceded in 32 against Antalyaspor. Kind of bang average team. At home, Antalyaspor kind of bang average, but they're 9th in the table. Away from home, Antalyaspor kind of where they are in the league table basically. Only scored 11 away from home. That's a great sign. It's a great sign. Maybe a wee bit safer than the championship mentalness. Yeah, cool. I like that. And I don't know who your captain is. The guy that just scored 100 last week's probably a good shout, isn't he? So cool. And then I had All-Star rocked out a minute ago. But yeah, we've still got Gun to play here. We've got Handel to help him out. We've got El Canus. Palfina's playing Liverpool. That could be a good game for him, by the way, but I don't know if I want to put that in the third team. Ito. Is he kicking ass? Oh, we can do. He's on form now, by the way. Oh, yeah. Let's see him. It's the thing with some players, I just expect their L5s to get good. You know, so he's on a good L3. I expect his L5 to go. Nicholas Madsen looks injured or something. So yeah, oh, is that why Ito's in then? I wonder. So yeah, but like to look at Ito all of a sudden. El Kanous spot we do like as well. So let's go El Kanous for now. We'll maybe take that as the fifth man. Look at the PK Fernandez. Boom. And then, yeah, I am maybe tempted to put in the guy we're just looking at. I've told me blank on name already. Ito, that was who it was. Oh, Stoikers, what are you up to? You're okay. You're not, no, you're better than okay, obviously, but I think Ito's the guy to have there this week. 74 rated, not as powerful as some of the other ones. Handle 77, 77. All the same, really. Really strong teams, aren't they? Guess 77's a wee bit weak for the third team, but under 23 proper strong. Classic. That's brilliant, by the way. That should really do well. Let me catch up with the chat. JD91, I was waiting for you, mate. I knew you'd get here. Fist bump, my man. You're really quiet. I'm probably just kind of mumbling and whispering to myself. Sorry, I'll move the mic a bit closer so it's not as unpleasant for you guys. Genk have been great in the playoffs. Clear pick for Matt Sets, by the way. Oh, you think so? Let's have a peek. I'm happy to, you know, it's your cards, bud. There's a fifth man in here. I'll be happy to concur with you. Is it? Not over Ito, surely. Or who was our defender we had? Handel? Handel's a boss, is he not? Clear pick for Matt Sets. I don't know, is it? Do you mean the Den Bosch one? I'm not too sure, by the way. I don't think their Sets gets into the. I had the Den Bosch, THB, or Handel, does he? JD91 will add you on, mate. You will be the final chapter of the night. And we've got some chapters to be flying through. West Ham still. Let me just refresh this in case it's. Yeah, 63 minutes, still 1-0. I think Leverkusen are still in control of the tie here, aren't they? JD91, whatever you decide, I am going to do. Love it, mate. No pressure. And then we get to Red or Dead. What were we after? Red or Dead. Can you build me rare 220, 4-man rare 240, and a priority lineup in each region? I'll do my best, buddy. So rare 220, which we'll have a limited keeper for. So who is the best kind of... We need a kind of 45 guy. Severa being 47 would normally really excite me for this division. But with it being Atletico Madrid, I'm not as excited because I don't think that's a good team to be playing. La Liga wise, Dimitrescu 47 against Osasuna could be very good, but Vasil's on 45, Johnson on 45. Both these guys made 220 drafts for me, so I do appreciate them at 45, particularly Sean Johnson. I've got big XP on him. You've got big XP on Vasilj, but away from home at Hanover, I just didn't really like that as much as at home to the Revs, but neither is that great a game. Melia at home to St. Louis, but let's see what St. Louis have been up to. St. Louis, 12 goals in 8 games. Form in the last 5 is 7 goals, 1 win in the last 5. And St. Louis are away. So last 5 games away. We've even had 5 away games yet. 3. Pitiful. JFR might be back in the building. SKC highly favoured. Let's check this out. Sorry, I know on a 48, but he's playing first. That can't be right. That cannot be right. Yeah, I think Mealy at 41 is the guy. So 179 points we've got. Mohamed Yusuf 52. Defence is quite punchy, hasn't it? The better guys. Let's try and pick the defence last is normally what I like to try and do because the important points can be in midfield and attack. 47. I don't like the guy at 39. The guy at 57. Second versus third. Okay, let's try him. Brian. Elias Side might be the sad, might be the way to go, but his points average is rather low. Or Jocko here, 15th versus 11th. Okay, actually decisive capable. Yeah, I think that's who we take. I think we take Jocko here. And then we're left with 77 points. So we can't get that Nadie in. Can't get anyone significant in. We're after... Right, let's look at the defence. Work our way backwards. So we've got 46. We've got a 39. 12th versus 13th. 54 opposition score. That might be the play. I think it might be, by the way. Let's slide him in. That leaves us with 38. This is as much as we can hope for with this expensive midfielder. Let's try and take him out. It leaves us with 95. Can we take some off that? Molina, I don't like the look of that. Signs, I guess it's rated good at home. And Rajo, home Auxerre just doesn't look good to me. Centre mid that gets into the box, obviously. Don't mind that too much. What are they playing for in France at the moment? But what is on the line here? Do I have Ligue 2 lined up? I'm not too sure I do. Need to go and find it the long way. France Ligue 2. Better get that pinned for future. So Rodez in 7th, 47 points. Yeah, they're still chasing down Lawal, who we've seen earlier on in the lineup builder. I think they're playing a not an easy team. So the Rodez guy could do okay. Signs at 12th, they've probably got nothing going on. Yeah, I'm not as enamoured by him. I'll probably go with a Rajo on 48. That leaves us with 47 remaining. That's much better. Much more room for flexibility. And then we can see if we can afford anyone better after that. Yoshino on 44 is A rated. Daegu versus Daejeon Citizen. Avenel at home to Cannes. Yeah, I'm probably going to go with that. 66 rated, I like that a lot. I'm probably going to captain the goal scoring capable midfielder. I suppose he's a home Auxerre. Maybe take the striker playing Grenoble. He's captaining anyone, just puts it up 2 points. 1 point for him. Sound? 4-man 240. Which will be going for a low target, I suspect. So we'll take that Nadi. We'll take the Perez. We'll take the Brian. And then Mohamed Yusuf at home at Cannes. Bouteb, who's playing fifth for away, but punches and bunches, doesn't he? Away from home, especially. Is he at home this time? Yeah, it's big game, but Brandon Vera away at Chicago. Yeah, I think Bouteb is the man. You need decisive for this to work out. Just because he's mad AAA rated. Cool. And then what was after that? Red or Dead? Priority lineup in each region. Let's have a look. Challenger, Classic, I guess. Let's go Prem first. Or do we have Prem? We do. Neto or Alario? Who's playing tonight for West Ham? Fabianski. Is Ariola on the bench? Is that like a choice thing? They recognise who the goalkeeper would be, so I don't think he's there. I don't think we can take Ariola. We take Neto. I like Semedo against Arsenal because I think that could be a game where he actually gets in behind. I know it's not a good game overall. Clean sheet, unlikely. But I don't like Adebayo. There's Rosalev. Does he score that good? And then nobody else really excites me. So it's Semedo or this guy. Last man Taco, a wee goal. Plays right mid, right back. Is he a defender card? But because that can be a bit of a pain in the ass. Yeah, it is. Semedo kind of suffers from that as well. But Semedo, he is good, man. And Arsenal's kind of problem is that left back zone. Semedo. Let's go Rosalev since the opposition scores 62. McGinn, Edson Alvarez, Lukic has to be McGinn. Calvert-Lewin looks good to me here. So does Solanke, in fact, to be honest with you, just for the whole midweek angle that's going on in that match. And Willian we picked earlier, I think he's good for 88. Liverpool could be open after playing Thursday night. I think Willian's got the biggest peak in him. I think that's who you need to get you over the top here. And maybe you join him with a Iwobi. Maybe just get one decisive. Just, away, or one goal and it scoops you. So Iwobi's been on good form, hasn't he? He's powerful. He's a big game player as well. Fulham, Tottenham played well. 2-1 loss against Man United. Yeah, maybe that's why I've got that in my head. West Ham again. Forest. Wolves. And home at Liverpool. Iwobi. Let's go with Iwobi. Probably have to captain McGinn or Willian. That's probably how I would go there. Let's have a look at Champ. Probably going to go Dimitrievski here. Marmal looks good away at Celtic. Actually, they've not really been scoring too much. Hassan Kamara could be a funny one, but wee cheeky decisive could come his way. And again, I've spoken about most of these other Prem options. I'm not a big fan of them this weekend. Yeah, so it's between Marmal. What's his form like? Not great, but not wildly bad either. Decisive, capable in a defensive sense. Hassan Kamara, do we play him for that wee coin toss? He gets his decisive. Away from home is 80, can be a bit better as well. I like this guy. He's good in France. Maybe a little bit better than what he is in Italy. I'm probably going to take Hassan. Vieira's, nah. Fornals, I'm taking, yeah. Solanke's good for the goal. I think I can probably take him with some ease in this game, to be honest with you, because, like I say, last time it was 2 each. I think Solanke could score quite easily in that game. Kind of does his job in that sense as a striker. And then, yeah, last man for this, it's maybe Vieira just on the whole set piece angle, and you hope maybe does something. Kirian, but does catch the eye here. EC Payazon at home to Osasuna. There's not really been anything since Iraola left. AA is kind of there. What's his league looking like for Vallecano? I like Osasuna's goalkeeper, so I don't think there's going to be lots of goals in this one. But Rayo on 31, yeah, they're not really in much danger of relegation, but definitely going to want to get themselves further away from that. Vieira has been scoring like this. Not particularly convincing. Kirian, just for a quick peek, since we like that game. We didn't take Mika Marmol. It's not really been in good form recently. It's hard to back it. I'm probably going to take Payas on at home with some decent AA. Take him for a lot of averages. Kind of pay out captains for nows. Challenger Classic. Let's have a peek what we got. Clark, double A rated. I think it's hard to look past that. Sean John, but I do like. See, as the revs, so it's hard to like really like put that as your first team if you have other alternatives. Hoyt is the man on L5. We'll just pick him with some ease. Rafi Vega. It's a tough game, but looks the part, doesn't he? I prefer Timmy Tillman at home. And Jekko away. It's probably the only guy to really look at here. Can we count on you? Let's see, big teams at home. International, okay. Fluminense, great. International again. Paranese, who are top. Bahia. Sao Paulo, not great. Mineiro, not great. Santos, not great. Boca, Vasco are not great these days. Mineiro, yeah, okay. Flamengo last time, 27. Corinthians, 90. Gremio, 90. Hard to look past him because of his profile and what he's capable of, isn't it? Hmm. Zelenika's your man. Piove? Yeah, sure. Let's go Piove. Hartel, yes. Away from home could be a great game for him. Matanovic for Karlsruhe playing Berlin. Rondon, decisive man. And some other guys. So let's see this Matanovic. Is he better than Rondon? Oh, he certainly can be. Where are Hertha in the league? Are they failing? No, it's a tough game. So let's go Rondon. And then the final man. The final man. Jackson Irvin's kind of hard to look past here just because of that midfield pairing. But is there somebody better? He's just Angulo. It's not been that great for a wee while, has he? At home, but Oh, hiya. Oh, he's not playing. Jesus. Huge AA. Wow. Yeah, I quite like him. Yeah, I'm going to go Jackson Irvin. There you go, mate. Very strong teams. None definitively brilliant. I think you could maybe do that with All-Star if you maybe took like the POV, maybe Zelenika, Timmy Tillman, Fornals, and a striker. It's probably the best way of jigging them about. So yeah, Zelenika, POV, Fornals, Hartel, both good. Yeah, that's probably what I would go with ultimately. Mikey Baston, let's see, my man. What were you after? Can you build my contender classics? Oh yeah, 3 contender classics. Rares, Mikey, or limited. So what are we talking about again? Sorry, it's been a while since yours has been up here. Contender classics, isn't it? Rares. Boom. It is rares, isn't it? Where are you, Mike? Contender classic. Limited lineups. Beg your pardon. So we've got Petroli on a AAA. It feels like you have to take one of him in one of these teams, so he can go in first. Osipenko. Maybe some of these guys picked himself for the first one. Baumgartner playing Austria Lustenu, or Osipenko playing Spartak. I think I like Baumgartner a bit better. But Sho Sasaki's here, playing 19th in the league. So let's take Sho Sasaki in team number 1 as it is at the moment. Hartel, Paradella. Let's have a wee peek at him. What's he all about? He can be very good. Yes, he can be very, very good. Let's check the West Ham game quickly. How's that shaking out? Is that still going to be qualification then to the next round for old Leverkusen? Yeah, 2-0 it was in the first leg. So West Ham still pushing for that equaliser. Let's see. Yeah, I think Hartel probably takes your team number 1, doesn't he? Oh, Evian playing Molda. Yeah, I think Hartel's the player of choice there. Inigo Vicente, Jordan Carrillo is at home to 6th. What other options do we have? Guido Carrillo, Brian Romero. Don't think there's much overlooked down here. So who is at the top? Yeah, it's Inigo Vicente at home or Jordan Carrillo. I think I'm probably taking Inigo Vicente on form and stuff. I know L5s are a wee bit the other way around, but overall it's had a good season. And then, yeah, maybe Baumgartner could come in here as the 5th man. Wakazaka playing Tokyo Verde. Could be a great Wakazaka game. It's a great Wakazaka game. Oh yeah, 80 plus. Sign me up for that. There we go. Uh-oh. Sorry, I said that team was too good. Sorry. This is like that song Tribute. I made the best team in the world, oh, but this is just a tribute. Couldn't remember the best team in the world. 83 rated. Probably going to take the Wakazaka because he's at home. Not quite all triple A's either, by the way. Could we have done that? No, we couldn't quite. That's nice, by the way. So team number 1. Team number 2. So we've got Lesueur, 3rd versus 13th. Diego Conde away to 12th. Now, that's not actually a good game for them, apparently. But they are top. Lawal is playing Hartberg. That's kind of good. Leon is away. Antonio Rodriguez at home to 18. 40% chance of a clean sheet. Tangvik away. Vasilj away. I'd probably be avoiding these ones. Yeah, I think we've got some good options here. I think Lassaneur, 38% chance of a clean sheet isn't actually the best, to be honest with you. In terms of what else you've got here, I actually think 40% for this guy is actually quite appealing. 61% chance to win. I know it's 17 versus 18s, but I think that might be a wee bit of something. So this is going to be a wee bit of the Quinny effort. So I'm going to take Baumgartner on this one. Paradella, Tachibanda. What's a good game for him like these days? At home. Oh yeah, Tachibanda can do some damage. Not quite as reliable as the Wakazaka, is he? Evian's a bit of the punt, isn't he? Has he got reason to be puntable? 86 in the last game. Way to Lillstrom. How is the Norwegian table sitting these days? Do we have that in the shortlist? No, we don't. Oh, there's a goal somewhere. AC Milan 2-1 with Roma. First leg result was a 1-0 Roma win. It's a bit of a fight back there. Let's go and check out Norway. See what's happening with the old Molde. One of Celtic's nemesis European qualification over the years. So Molde just lost to Odd 2-1. I just seen their Odd are in 4th. It's only 4 games into the league, I suppose. Bodo. Oh. Interesting. A wee bit too early to get mad confident. But wow, yeah, 50% chance to win. Hard to look past the Evian with that. AA potential. Jordan Carrillo, Augustine. What is Jordan Carrillo looking like? A wee bit spotty, isn't he? Branthwaite at home to 21st. Oh yeah, he can do it. It's just not how to wait. Like Espanyol, tough. Burgos, good goalkeeper. Tenerife, we've seen for some reason are really good on odd probabilities now. But no, I much prefer Branthwaite or Braithwaite. Beg your pardon. And then is Osipenko the 5th man? Kang Sang-woo, Noborizato. Solid. Krasnodar. Ooh, hiya. At home to Fackel. Should this be a game he romps? He romps it. At home to Kazan with an assist. At home to Orenburg. Home to Seska. Good AA. Maybe he's just kind of bedding in before that. Wow. Can do it. Centre back in it. Running the show. Yeah, do you know what? I wouldn't mind sliding him in. Fackel 11. 59% chance to win. High clean sheets there. I think he could get into the 70. Paradella. Yeah, some of these games just aren't that great. At home at Fackel, but it is a great game. And then captain, I'm probably putting my neck on the Evian. So we'll call that team 2. And then team 3. Let's see. Lassaneur goes into this one, no doubt. Osipenko at home in Moscow. We just seen with the last guy, being at home isn't necessarily. We're playing those guys. Oh, wow. Why didn't I see him earlier, by the way? Playing his former club, 28 solid. What's it like if there's a bunch of goals in the match? Like 2 each. 51, he can still do this away from home right enough. At home, 2 each, 87 with an assist. home 2 each, 43. So yeah, Hausenberg, Hatsusi. I liked that Hatsusi before. How much did we like him? Oh yeah, we really like him. Engelhardt, Jackson Irvin, Paradella. Let's double check him again. Is he 100 capable, 80 capable? Jackson Irvin brings in that safe 60. So if this to load, sorry, I'll close these other windows. Come on. Come on, come on. There we go. Yeah. Away to Tigres. Has he played Tigres before? No. Not long in town. Jackson Irvin, you know, is good for that. Good 60 to 70. I'm probably going to take Jackson for security. Jordan Carrillo, we've looked at you already, sorry, but can kind of do it, but Home Pashuka. Oh, his home form is rather strikingly different. I think that brings him into the fold. And fifth man, Osipenko. Let's have a look at it. You've been in Russia long enough. At home to let. Oh, wow, yeah. Maybe we've overlooked this guy, but no. Krylia, Akhmat, Nisny. Last time with a goal, 78 against Moscow. At home at Lokomotiv, 81. Yeah, Osipenko. Boom. Let's just captain him since we've overlooked him. Maybe have we overlooked him, Mike? Maybe he's ahead of Baumgartner. I think they're really strong teams, Mike. I think you'll do well. Let's see what the chat's saying. What have I missed? I couldn't believe the price of Inigo Vicente and Rare. Nice. I'm surprised how low for Legan. That is for Leganes. They are the best away team. Yeah, that is weird. Liverpool out. Not a good look for the Prem clubs in Europe. Right, they're just Red or Dead, fist bump. Quintero for Rondon. Thanks, bro. Red or Dead. I thought Quintero wasn't on to play. Just got my membership. Really great value. Enjoying the stream so far. Sorare Lloyd, fist bump, my man. Thank you very much. I'm glad you think so. Thanks for joining the club. And thanks for, picking up your membership, mate. It really means a lot. Thanks for supporting the club. And yeah, I'm just actually looking at the time here. We're on the thick end of 2 hours here. And we've got only a couple left. Oh, Jesus, 4. I thought we had 2. Ian, what were we after? Ian. One contender lineup. Basically the best lineup. And a recommendation where to play. I have Div 1 in season and such and such and such. So let's have a look. Contender wasn't it? Right, so is it in season? Is it classic? That's what we'll discover. And Labrovic, AAA rated. Do you have the other guy who's playing Rudez? No. But we do have that. 40. Yeah, I think can't really look past Labrovic, can you? In good faith. Goda on an L5 of 71. Nagadu. Is he killing it? I love a bit of China play, by the way. Ooh. Decisive. Oh, 60. He could be boss, couldn't he? He's at home to West Coast. At home, he's actually rubbish. It's away, he's good. Interesting. You're getting the AAA rating, my man. Why is that? Ooh, it's because your left back AA is incredible. Okay, I think you pick yourself. Oberdan. I know he was a hero recently. We've got Thruk. Banda. I don't think you've got too many options in terms of like, I'm not going to probably pick too different a team to what you've picked. Let's see how it shakes out. This Oberdan guy is a player on the face of it. I quite like the way he sits in this. Tony Thruk, I didn't actually mean to click on you. I wanted to look at you. Yeah, he's doing it now, isn't he? I'm a big Piaka fan, but he doesn't look like he's pulling his weight at the moment. Strefreza. Playing 19th in the league. Lavia away to 8th if he's in, but he could be good. Let's see Strafeza. He's a Serie A player, by the way. I'm so surprised he's at Como. I know they'll be paying him a bucket of money, no doubt, but yeah, playing like bottom of the table, man. Surely this is a game where he pops. Strafeza feels like a good game for him. But I'm a big Lavaja fan. Glad he's got a good Sorare records, reputation, and all that. He's at 81 capable. He's missed the last 2 games, which does make me want to steer away from him. Again, can we just have a quick peek at Strafeza away? Come on, Sorare data. We don't pay our memberships for this nonsense. Yeah, away is where the big scores have came. Tirana, Lecco. Let's have a look at Serie B. Have we got it pinned? Please say we do. No, we don't. Grr. Italy. Serie B. Just pin it there now so we got it for later. Let's see. The team that we're playing, Como, are at home. 49. Yeah, okay, not that amazing. Second bottom, 54 conceded in 33. At home, are this team any formidable? The worst home team in the league. 1-3, scored 21 and 16. It's not as bad as you'd maybe think. And away from home, Como. Fabregas is the manager of this team, I'm sure. Not too bad away from home. And what are they pushing for overall? Keep away from Venezia and into automatic promotion. Don't think that's secured yet. Won't be secured for 38 games. 5 games left. Yeah. Big one for Como. I actually quite like Stravetsa here as the attacker option, but I don't think he's that nailed. This Jong Ji Hee might be a wee bit more like just a goal machine, isn't he? Not there's anything wrong with that. This guy's not too dissimilar either. Wee bit more 70 plus capable for that one. Wanderson. Versus 9th. I think you take the Mires guy. And then Oberdan. And it is in season, right? Okay, so this is 80 and it's got 1 classic. Wow. So what was the question, right? So where would we play this? Div 1 in season or 2 Div 1 classics? I'd play this in season. I'd go in season. You've got a nice Oberdan differential. You've got good collection bonus on the Riker. And I think that alternate striker might help you out as well if the... Yeah, I think I would probably go in season Div 1, mate. I'd swing for the fences. Sorare Holland, what were we on? Could you make my rare lineups? Don't know where to place. It's up to you. Awesome. We've got freestyling. So we've got 3. We've got Slovic in Turkey, would you believe? Lucas Zidane and Lassanur. Well, we've got 2 great keepers to start off with. No 2 ways about it. So let's say if we're to start off with All-Star, probably taking Zidane on that huge clean sheet potential there. We've got the boy Nadi, who was a killer earlier. Let's have it just peek at him. Yeah. 1-1. Leverkusen. Well done, guys. Who scored it? Or what happened? Frimpong. I can't wait to see the highlights for that, by the way. Fucking Frimpong, by the way. Stanisic assist, so he's tucked back in after Odilon came off. And Chappie's had a rotten night. Works off on the 87th minute. Noted. But yeah, Nadi can get picked with ease. Colombato, 6th away at 17th. That's a good game. And this guy looks like a fucking player, by the way. Cool. Love this, by the way. D2 action so far. Inigo Vicente, Irvin Cardona, Tadic, L5 of 62. This needs investigating. No decisive, no party. For Dusan. 68% chance to win away from home. Inigo Vicente at home to Levante. Yeah, it's hard to look past him, isn't it? And then the wild card, the fifth man, we've got Arbia, 2nd to 16th. We've got. I'd maybe take a Fenerbahce card as the fifth man. How's Dzeko's form looking? Yeah, 8-8. Just needs that decisive. So do we take double striker? Hermans, Szymanski. By the way, I think for somebody like Dzeko, you can do that. Yeah. Irving Cardona, you maybe a wee bit safer. Right mid. Quite decisive, reliant, but the AA is there as well as Dzeko at home against Auxerre. Interesting. Yeah, midweeks for Fenerbahce, of course. Hard to go past Dzeko for me, sorry. Who do you captain? This is probably an all-star team. I don't think it fits into 270, does it? Nah, it's way too expensive. So we've got a good all-star one there. 3 keepers remaining. Let's try a 240. Can we get a good bang for buck 240 in here? Both keepers are actually quite expensive. We would need to take Slowick here, which would leave us with Lasseneur. I'd probably play Lasseneur on 270. And then, yeah, Verde on a. Let's try and pick a defence last. Barrow, triple A, L5 of 71. Sorry guys, I'm not too sure why we're stalling and glitching here tonight. Yeah, I don't get why he's a triple A. .96 minutes for Szymanski. I don't get why he's triple A. Makes me nervous picking players now, so I feel like I'm just picking it because that computer says it, but this guy's a bit more solid, just less decisives in him, but I suppose it's 240, isn't it? Chambos is 61, but Cafaro 55. That's the kind of perplexing part of all this. Szymanski's 48, yeah. 105 points remaining. So who's the best value kind of loose piece we have? Kapui, how are you scoring? Are you 240 friendly? Nah, not really. You kind of suck. Oh yeah, I like this guy. I like this guy for 40 odds or whatever. And he's a defender. Sound. So we can play Leo Perot for 46. And that leaves us 59. Who's the best of the rest? Verde? Or Cafaro? Do we just play Cafaro since it's like a bit of a snow? We could play Verde and it's a wee bit of a half stack. Tadic 62. I'll probably take the. I'll take the Cafaro, right? I'll buckle under the. I'll take the Cafaro just because he's way high rated. But yeah, go there, 270. And then when we go to 240, we have Slowick. We have Fonseca, 44. Chambos, 61. Etienne Capoue on 37 might be a facilitator here. Let's see what the attacking options. It's Tadic, isn't it? So whatever, that's fine. And then yeah, let's see if we can put Capoue into midfield. 37. Where is Capoue? Boom. And then that leaves us with 43. Who's the best kind of 43-ish? We have, maybe not quite. Cenk Tosun. If he's, yeah, 100% appearance. I mean, not too bad. And just aim bottom target. I don't think there's a better cheap player than Capoue. But then you're limited to Tosun. Yeah, I think that's what you do. Go Tosun and go bottom target. Captain Tadic. Right. Awesome. 2 left. That's all she wrote, guys. Great stream, great fun as ever, guys. The Pawn of Sorare, that was Sondra, I'm sure, is new to the member section. Pretty new. So let's see, we've got 187 limiteds and 17 rares. I'm going to suspect you don't need my hand with your 17 rares. We've got Armani and Tangvik. I'm guessing you've got some sort of 240 build on the go here, where or a contender and a 240 or something. Yeah, you probably need my hand with these guys. Yeah. So let's have a look. What's the best we've got? Labrovic, Mantle, Viborg and Lingbe, Jordi Masip, Mayeke. Okay. So I see Labrovic. Daily Blind, Eric Garcia, Miguel Gutierrez. I would be taking Miguel Gutierrez out of all these defenders if I had them, and I don't have him. So if I was you, I'd be taking him. Good game for him this weekend. Golovin looks good there. Aliesh, I think Aliesh is on for a good one. Icardi at home at Pendixspor. Jurassi is playing away at Bremen. Jurassi should do really well, but Icardi, or at home, Galatasaray at home, Mertens even. Yeah, that could be where it's at, by the way. I'd take Mertens over him. And probably, what's Jurassi been like? It feels so hard and not pick. I think then if we do that, that then makes clear, I think, that this would be a champ in season team. Gazaniga should have one of his better games. Donnarumma, Lopez. Yes, I think you can probably make this a champ team money team. Take the Jurassi in this one. And then the fifth man. I'm not sure we have a fifth man that actually punches us up a gear. Maybe Savio. It's worth taking because Savio hasn't done it in a while. Can do it. Yeah, maybe go with that. So I would leave as Emil Labrovic. And you could pick out one of these other nice, like Kauto maybe. Let's see, do we have an under 23 team? That'd be fun. So Labrovic, Kauto, and Eric. Nice. Stiller. Nico Varela. Yeah, I would take Stiller. Baris Yilmaz. Check him out. I'm not really too sure. Forward options are quite slender. Baris Yilmaz, what's your deal? Oh yeah, you're fun enough. Is he going to play as well? Yeah, let's take him. And then Eric might be a good fifth man here. Yeah. Maybe go with something like that. Captain Kauto. And then, yeah, Mamanto, 54% chance to win. Masip. Let's see, do we have another interesting team we can pull out of this? Victor Nelson. Maybe take Blind just to cover all those Girona bases. Leo Paredes, Demerby. Demerby at home might be the play here. Yeah, let's take Demerby at home. We've still got Mertens. And then Icardi is screaming out at me here to get picked, isn't he? So what could this fit in? 216. That's not going to fit into 270. Doesn't fit into a region either, so I'd probably just play us an All-Star. There we go, Syndra. Look at that, mate. Oh, my batteries. My camera's melted, guys. We've been on for so long. Let me get the other camera on, sorry. Add cam. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Boom. Yo. Back up and running. Nothing to worry about, guys. There we go. I just need to move the screen, but I can just sound like this, I suppose. But look at that, mate. 83, 90, 83. Three really strong teams. All-Star under 23 in season. Going for some of the cash. You've still got really good teams, I suppose, for 240 combinations. And a few other bits and bobs, mate. My rares are very weak at the moment. Proper, that is. Oh, thanks, mate. So you like them? I like them. I think they'll do well. One of them will do well, if not them all. Fingers crossed for you, mate. Camera's had enough, for sure. It has tapped the F out. And that brings us on to probably my most anticipated request every stream, because it's always midstream, and it's JD91. So, JD, what did you actually put in for me? 2 Prem, 3 Champ, 2 Challenger. Let's have a look. 2 Prem, 2 Prem 2, 3 Champ. So can we do Prem in season and Classic? Is that what it is? No. Are we doing one of each? But so let's say, are we doing Leno in season? Yeah, I think we probably are. Gab Mag in season, Odegaard in season. I really want to take Muniz here. Anyway, but I'm taking Watkins. And Rice. Yeah. Are we doing 2 in season? Is that the way? Maybe Neto, a Classic. Anthony Robinson, Castagna. Another Gab Mag. Don't think the Wolves game's particularly good, but it is Arsenal going for the title, so they should be right in amongst it. Really, shouldn't they? Palfinha, we mentioned before, it should be a game that suits him. A lot of AA potential. We've put Willian in teams. I really like the look of Muniz in a game like this, just the actual goal scorer. How's his AA and stuff, but like, there's one decisive enough? Maybe could be, but you don't know how many chances they'll get against Liverpool. Maybe more likely to go the Willian. Leon Bailey on to start this one. They'll be buzzing. They come off for 52 minutes. Yeah, I'm probably not going to take Bailey for this one. I'm probably going to go Willian. And then the final man, I think you take Pereira, don't you? You just kind of fool him into it a bit, don't you? Some of the absentees you've got. So let's see, Champ in season. Is that what we're starting off with? Oh, nice, 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 nice. So, who is the best here? It's got to be Unai Simon, hasn't it? Ramiro should do well, but I don't know if he gets a clean sheet. Got to be Grimaldo. Hoffman. Feels hard not picking him, doesn't it? Let's see the minutes played for Hoffman tonight. Didn't start. Wow. Didn't even come on either. Was he on the bench? Yeah. Fuck me. Yeah, Hoffman. And you get some. Right. Hmm. Bowen. I'm taking Muniz. Taking him for a goal. Oh, but that doesn't feel as good as. No, I suppose you've not got many more other options, sadly. Bailey. Does Bailey want to start? They will be buzzing. There will be goals. I think we do that just for the assist potential. You know, it's just a wee bit. If we didn't score to get the assist, you know, we get a wee bit of that. We have Bailey. I do think Muniz is good for a goal. And then Frimmers, by the way, how long did he play tonight? Frimmers, obviously with the tie winning goal. But when did they actually come into the fray? Half time. So they have been quite conservative with their use of Frimpong. I think against Bayern, when it's title party time, he probably plays. Yeah, I think he's the pick of the bunch here, isn't he? There we go. And then Champ. Classic. Let's see what we've got. Was that what the 2-3 maybe is then? Let's see Champ. Do we do Champ in season for free since we get the keepers for it? Now we've split Herdecki away on purpose, so let's actually put Herdecki last because I think Ramiro concedes. But again, Leverkusen could keep Dortmund out for all I know, man. You know, like Leverkusen has been doing that all season, undefeated. Don't underestimate them, is what I'm telling myself right now. I do like the way this guy scores. Timmy isn't bad either, but a wee bit flakier. I'm going to take Nchapi in defence. Midfield is hard to pick. Is Andrik definitely going to play? Shakan Palacios. Andrik off the bench. I'm not too convinced by that. Lukic, what do you score like? Kind of okay. It's you're in a position where you need to use a bit of your depth, sadly, for yourself. You know, too many guys are injured and on the bench and stuff. Harry Wilson's, Douglas Luiz's, Jorginho's, Mark Rocca's. I think Lukic is your best pick here. I take Muniz and attack. And maybe even double attack just to give the team a bit of punching power. Maybe take that Bowen. Is Bowen going to play? Maybe don't do that then. Let's see. Yeah, probably take Anthony Robinson. Then we've got Hideki in the last team. Would you stick Ta with him or Castagna? I'm probably going to take Ta. Last man tackle potential and stuff like that. Andrik is on to play, so maybe just put him in here. And then an attack. Like, is Trossard definitely not going to play? I thought Trossard might have been in the mix for this one. But not. Still deadly from the bench, potentially. It is the last team as well, so it's kind of like pick your loser, isn't it? Bowen play tonight? He did. Aye, that's fine then. Do we have West Ham predictions now? Not yet. Yeah, let's just take Bowen. And then the last man, Castagna. Poor man's Frimpong. Probably Captain Bowen just for the potential there. Cool. And then what was after that? JD. 2 Challenger. I actually like Jackers seeing the form of USG, but they are at home. THB or Rodon. I like THB personally. Yeah. Somerville. And then maybe just take the Rodon anyway. Reuter. Marcelino Nunes. There's a lot of noise in the close next to me. Freaks me out there. Just kids, sadly. Thankfully. Sadly. Oh, you can tell it's past my bedtime, guys. This is the final lineup. So, yeah, we've still got Rodon to go. In midfield. Ooh. Gruev or Sainz? I guess you're taking Gruev. Then you can just go like Reuter, Dan James, or whatever. Yeah. There we go. JD91. Awesome, guys. Oh, sorry. Oh, we've had good fun. FC BarcaLomond members, it's been an absolute monster stream. We will be live for the deadline show tomorrow in like a while, shortly. So thanks to everyone that's joined us live. I hope you've had a good one. Thanks again for picking up your season tickets and supporting the club, supporting the channel, and all that good stuff, guys. And I'll see you tomorrow morning for what is going to be a hectic deadline of last minute news and all the rest of it. And yeah, have a good night, guys. Stay out of trouble.